Here we go. Your boy. What's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's PolitiKan the podcast back again here at Riverside Studios, man, home of PolitiKan Broadcasting. I'm here with the homies, the politic, man, about sports, current events, and of course, politics, man. So we are also affiliated with Reebok. So 50 to 60% off right now for all Reebok apparel. Click the link in the bio, man, and go shop that Reebok, man. Cardi B's collections just dropped out. We got the questions, we got the answers. Go shop Reebok. So what's the deal, man? We gonna bring in the homies, man. We got a gang of shit to talk about. It's been a minute.
Okay.
Introduce y'all.
Okay.
Let y'all.
Yo. Ron on here. What's happening, fellas?
What's
Ready to
going
cook.
on?
Okay. Look. I see a Seahawk hat, so we're gonna get along because it's hard to find some Seahawk Nation people out there. I'm happy to see you. I don't even care what your name is. We on the same team. We on the same team. I'm Mr. CYP, host of Controversially Correct. You know, I'm coming in to do what I do. Do what I do.
You know who it is? It's the one and only educated. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got to get to the 49ers, man. Unfortunately, Jimmy G is injured again, and it is the Trey Lance era about, I would say, 4 games early. We all knew that this was going to happen, but we didn't expect it to happen in week 3, man. So what's your thoughts on Jimmy G? Is he done in San Francisco? Or, is it officially the Trey Lance era going forward?
Shoot, I don't know who we is. I did expect it. When they got Trey Lance, I knew Jimmy G was done because Jimmy G is a fucking bum. That's why. They were not going to win shit with Jimmy G at the quarterback at all. They would have been decent and make the playoffs, and they was going to be out in the first or second round. They had to get rid of that bum to go ahead and try to get to the next level. So I knew he was out. Trey Lance is doing solid right now. You know, a 121 quarterback rating, no interceptions in the little time that he has. So, you know what I'm saying? That's more than solid to build off of.
Okay, look, I ain't gonna front to you. I got a lot of people that's 49ers fans. I grew up a 49er fan, grew up a 49er fan. Jerry Rice is my guy, but when he left to the Raiders, I left with him. Like, that's how I rolled. And I ain't gonna front, which is probably a lot of brothers listening that felt the same way. That was the end of our 49er love when Jerry Rice left. So I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't believe Jimmy G is done yet with the 49ers because I believe Trey Lance needs a veteran out there to lean on. I think it's done being his team, but I don't think he's done with the 49ers. I think that he'll stay down there, still play when he get healthy, because Trey Lance gonna have some them rookie struggles. But I think it's definitely time to move on for him. I can see him. I can see him as maybe the Dolphins pick him up because I don't believe in my man Tua either. I can see him going over there and getting them 8, 9 wins, consistently for the next 3 seasons. But 49ers, nah, they moving on.
I mean, before we talk about the 49ers, let's talk about what really matters, ladies and gentlemen. It's them Seahawks.
Yeah, 12, baby.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby, the Seahawks. So, they're going to lose the game regardless. Seahawk Nation all day, every day. But when I was watching the game, the kid had some skills. He has some skills. He got some legs under him. He got an arm. He ain't just one of those just run everything. He had a nice arm on him and stuff like that. Jimmy, like Ronnie said, man. Like y'all weren't going to. If you're a 49ers fan, y'all weren't going anywhere with Jimmy anyway. So might as well see what the rookie can do because he looked promising. He just went against the wrong team.
So do y'all really think that y'all have a chance in winning the NFC West though? With the Cardinals playing away and the Rams playing and with us, I still look at Seattle as the bottom of the NFC West, even with that little bit.
Yeah, Seattle, they poo-poo. They ain't winning no NFC.
The bottom.
Bottom. See what?
Yeah.
We got some true hate.
Shots fired.
Division is one thing.
Seattle's not making the playoffs.
Not making the playoffs.
Didn't y'all say that last year too? No,
Two teams. NFC West is going to make
and
the
it's
playoffs.
not going to be the Seahawks.
Seattle is not going to make that.
Hey, didn't y'all say that last year though?
I didn't say that last year.
Yeah,
This
I
year, the
just think
NFC West is better.
You know, put some respect on the Seahawk Nation. All the Seahawks really need, we need to get an O-line, but when we get that O-line,
win.
You know,
I'm confused here. I'm confused because I'm a Seahawks fan, which means I'm a big Russ fan. And if any quarterback is going to the playoffs, it's going to be Russ. Like, do y'all not know y'all history about Russ? We go to the playoffs, like playoffs. We go to the play. I don't even man. What are y'all talking about with we not going to the playoffs, especially when they add extra games? So that gives us more time to get the offensive line together. Come on now.
Y'all run when that division was weak. That division is much better now. You know what I'm saying? The Rams is powerhouse right now. Arizona, like all the teams is good now. So
and the Seahawks got weaker over the years. What are you talking about? DK Metcalf is not one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Automatically
special teams. Overall,
DK Metcalf ain't one of the best receivers in the league. No.
Seattle.
Okay.
Pete Carroll being there for within the next 2 years. Pete Carroll's probably going to be out of Seattle.
That's because he probably didn't win a championship, not make the playoffs.
No, he made that.
He won't lose his job. He won't lose his job because he didn't make the playoffs. He probably lose his job because he didn't get a championship out of those 2 years.
Let's get to Tom Brady, man. So he goes down to Cleveland, man. Has a sorry game, man. Low scoring game. Drives down and kicks a field goal. Goes up 2 points with 2 minutes left in the game. And the Patriots do everything right. Line up to kick the field goal. And the kicker shanks it. Tom Brady wins again. How many times are we going to see the same damn story, man? God damn.
Look,
until the man fucking retires. Nice. Now, I'm not no fucking Tom Brady fan. Don't get me wrong. I really don't like to to tell you the truth. But I'm not going to sit up here and be a hater. The motherfucker somehow finds a way to win. He was 22 or 46 or some shit like that. No touchdowns, ugly ass game, but he leans him on a drive to win the game. That's what he's been doing for his whole career. Hence the reason why he got 7 Super Bowls, probably going for an 8th Super Bowl this year. So it don't surprise me. That's Tom Brady. Tom Brady is Tom Brady. And I'm no fan of his like that, but the motherfucker know how to win, period.
My question is, so the Patriots, I didn't watch the game. I don't watch Brady. But so the Patriots kicker missed it. That's what happened?
Last second.
So therefore, Tom Brady didn't win the game. The kicker just messed up. So it's not Brady did it again. The kicker just didn't do his job. That's what happened.
He led the game winning drive. They kicker made the field goal. The Patriots kicker didn't. That's the difference.
He did his job.
So only reason Brady won the game once again is because the kicker missed the field goal. It wasn't because of Brady. It was because the kicker missed the field goal.
That don't happen.
I ain't giving it to Brady. I ain't giving Brady more. If Brady went down and he scored the winning touchdown, that's a lot different than going, Brady won the game. No, Brady didn't win the game. The other kicker didn't do his job. He missed the field goal.
Just like versus our Seahawks. Brady didn't win that goddamn game in the Super Bowl. There's a lot of times where because I think that's why Lyle brought me on here because he knew this Brady shit was coming up. He's been following me for a long time. I am not a fan of Brady being the greatest player, nor even the greatest quarterback. Now, y'all probably it's a lot of people that when they hear it, they're like, "What? Are you crazy?" I said, "Man, I do my own studying. I don't allow the media to tell me nothing. I got my own opinion. I got my own odds. I don't need y'all to tell me nothing. You understand me? I'm explaining it. I'm explaining it to you. The reason why I can't call Brady the greatest quarterback, let alone player, I looked up all the team sports from soccer to baseball to basketball. I looked them all up. I looked up all the players that they have called the greatest player of that sport. There's one thing they all have in common that Brady don't. And then this is before we even started naming football greats. This is when Pele was playing in the 60s. Every single one of those players, from Pele to Barry Bonds to Michael Jordan to whoever you want to call the greatest of that sport, to Wayne Gretzky, all of them in their period of time when they played, whether it's 10 years, 15 years, whatever the time period was, not one time, now in one of them sports did one guy earn more MVP awards than them. Not one dude named earned more than Michael Jordan when he played. Not one dude named won more than Wayne Gretzky when he played. Not one dude won more than Pele when he played. Not one dude named won more than Barry Bonds when he played. But when we talk about football, we seem to change what it is. We change what makes you great. Now, I think that we have been fooled by forgetting that football is entertainment. And the best way to get people to watch is to tell them that the best is playing now. The best is playing now. They keep telling you this about Brady because he's playing now. Now, I ask you this. If wins is what makes you great in football, then why the hell do most people say that that Barry Sanders is better than Emmitt Smith? They are literally flipped. If you put Peyton Manning over here, Peyton Manning is Barry Sanders. Emmitt Smith is Tom Brady. Tom Brady is just as good as Emmitt Smith was at his position when it comes to winning. And he has the longevity records over Barry Sanders. But anytime you look at a list or you ask somebody who was better between Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith, they say Barry Sanders because they saw it with their eyes. And he had more all pros than him.
Being the most talented don't always mean that you're the best.
It's not about being the most talented.
He may have had more skills than Emmitt Smith, but he didn't accomplish more than Emmitt Smith. And I understand Emmitt Smith had a better offensive line and all this other stuff. But if we're going to use that argument, let's be real. Tom Brady has had one all-pro receiver in his career. All the other great quarterbacks they've always had a great wide receiver. He had Randy Moss one year and they lost that year. He's been throwing the garbage his whole career. His defenses have not been great either on his team either.
No, you're lying. You don't know Brady. You don't know him like I know him. That's a lie. He has never won. He has never won a Super Bowl without a top 10 defense. He has never won a Super Bowl. All 6 Super Bowls have been won with top 10 defenses. The times where his defense were not top 10, he didn't win. The times where Tom Brady played his best football, he didn't win.
Huh? So look at the other players that won. So,
oh my goodness,
haven't they had top rated defenses, not just top 10, like top rated?
No. More top defenses have won Super Bowls than top offenses in the history of Super Bowls.
My thing comes down to what this title says. And the title says we're giving it to Brady like Brady did it again when Brady didn't do it again. It was nothing to do with Tom Brady. It has everything to do with the kicker. The kicker missed it. It wasn't because Brady came down and he won the game. Brady didn't come down and win the game. It's because
Jordan didn't win. Steve Kerr won the championship.
Exactly.
Right? Can I ask the question? Okay. No. Hold on a second. Can I ask the question?
Derek Fisher won the game. Kobe didn't win that championship. Derek Fisher did.
Right. If that, by that logic.
But they're all on the same team.
They have 7 games.
They're all on the same team.
They have 7 games in the NBA.
The game. They don't even get
7 games in the NBA. So if a dude hits a winning shot in game 6, he didn't win the game for nobody. There's 7 games that you could play to win. Michael Jordan didn't go to 7 games. So quit telling me that Derek Fisher or Steve Kerr, if you go to 7 games and a dude hit that shot, he definitely won that game for you. But if there's a whole nother game left, a whole nother game, he ain't the reason why we won, because I won. I helped us win 1, 2, and 3.
Right. So
he helped us win number 4.
You guys are talking
There's a whole
about
other
one
game.
play. You're forgetting about the previous play. If Brady did not lead that drive and get that field goal, they don't be in position to win the game.
No,
What are y'all
if the
talking
defense,
about?
if the
It doesn't-
defense
it
allows
doesn't
them to
matter.
score 20
Brady,
points, they win. If the defense gives up more than 20 points, they win. It's the defense. The defense that Brady plays for always gives up under 20 points when he wins the Super Bowls. The average score in the NFL is over 20 points. His defense is always playing above average. It's easier for you to win a game when you only have to score 21 points to win than it is for you to win a game when you got to score 27 points. Like, I've been studying Tom Brady for 7 years, my man. Like, I'm telling you, I know everything about this man. And that's the reason why I know he's not the greatest.
Why can't somebody stop him?
Why can't?
It's a team sport. It's a team sport. That's how he wins.
Seattle stopped him 1 year.
It's a team sport.
Got a chance of getting more than being greater.
Fuck no, and I love Mahomes. Ain't nobody getting 7 Super Bowls ever again. That's once in a generation type of thing. Ain't nobody.
And we're, like I said, we're giving this man more credit than what he really deserves, because we're talking about these championships that he won. But if we're gonna go compare basketball, right, and we're talking about the Lakers, and they had their little asterisk with their bubble championship. If the Lakers have a asterisk with their bubble championship, why doesn't Brady have an asterisk with all his deflates?
Yeah, with Deflategate and Spygate
and Tuck Rule,
both of those.
So none of that plays. But when it comes to the Lakers bubble championship, and I'm the number one Laker hater in the world.
More than everybody.
Hold on.
Who is next?
Let me add this. Let me add this. Let me add this in. When Brady won his first 3 Super Bowls, he was literally not the best player on his team. He wasn't even an all-pro on his team. He wasn't.
You might be right, but Drew Bledsoe was there the year before, and they were trash.
That has nothing to do with it. No, that has nothing to do with it. He had 18 touchdowns and 12 interceptions that season, and had 1 touchdown passing in the playoffs. The entire playoffs, he had 1 touchdown passing. Anybody could do that. This man was an 18 touchdown, 12 interception, and he won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl.
And he got beat by Eli Manning
twice. Got beat by Eli Manning twice. Stop it. He didn't get beat by him. He got beat by Nick Foles too. He got beat by Nick Foles as well.
Nick
Foles. Like LeBron getting beat by the Dallas Mavericks.
That's Nick Foles that did that, huh? You see the hypocrisy?
No.
Nick Foles beat him.
We have to do it that way because you won't jump off of that. You won't jump off of the individual. So we got to jump on with you. You see that works? I'm jumping on it with you.
To fit your narrative, yeah. To fit your narrative, yeah.
No, that's not my narrative. My narrative is teams win Super Bowls. If you notice one thing, that's crazy. Every single dynasty, from the Cowboys to the Steelers to the Patriots to every single one of the Super Bowls that were won with those dynasties. Do you think it will be a coincidence that all of them had top 10 defenses? Every single one. It's like 18 Super Bowls, all won with top 10 defenses. Damn, there got to be at least one. There got to be at least one. Not one dynasty won a Super Bowl during their era without having a top 10 defense. Most of them was top 5. Don't tell me about an offense. The offenses is not what's winning Super Bowls. The best offensive teams in history did not win Super Bowls, but the best defensive teams in history won like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. That's my point. Defense. So I'm a Seahawks guy.
Everybody can do that, huh?
Chiefs just won with all offense.
Everybody can do that, but every quarterback can make those constant game-winning drives that Brady has done. Every quarterback in league history could do that.
Hey, with Patrick Mahomes,
I'm saying Brady ain't talented.
When Patrick Mahomes won his Super Bowl, did he play better the year before, or did he play better the year he won a Super Bowl? He played better the year he didn't win MVP. The year he was awesome, they lost because their defense was not top 10. Is that a coincidence to you?
But it was an offensive team.
Is that a coincidence that when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs had the offense of the decade, they didn't win a Super Bowl because their defense wasn't top 10. The next year they came back, their defense was top 10. They won the Super Bowl. He didn't even play as good. Why do you think that is? Because defense wins championships. I know this. I coach a dude who played for the Patriots.
No one's arguing that. Nobody's arguing that.
You are
Nobody-
arguing it because you keep saying,
Shout out to my
why
boy
does he
DJ
have
Sharp.
7 Super Bowls? Why does he have 7 Super Bowls?
We're
still got
moving on to the NBA, man. So
Legion of Boom.
vaccinations have run rampant. We got people that just reported today that Andrew Wiggins is fully vaccinated and has reported to Golden State. But Kyrie Irving has yet to report to Brooklyn. Do you guys agree with the mandate that the NBA is setting forward as far as vaccinations? And how do y'all see this playing out? Do you think he's going to return?
I agree with it.
Shit. No, you already know I don't agree with this bullshit ass mandate. This is some bullshit, man. Like, I don't see how they taking away people's rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we had the rights to choose what we want to do. And they're taking away these rights with this fucking vaccination. Regardless of how you feel about the vaccination, nobody should be taking a goddamn vaccination. Like, nobody, they didn't force us to take no flu vaccination when the flu first hit. Everybody wants to panic and get scared, but COVID is a 98% survival rate, and a vaccination's purpose is to stop you from dying or help you stop from dying. And which is only going to improve your chances by another 1%. So why make people put something in their body that they don't want to put in their body? Now, as far as how is this going to play out with Kyrie Irving, according to who Kyrie is, I don't think he's going to get it. Kyrie is very serious about his beliefs, and the earth is flat, and Black Lives Matter. He's a real nigga. Like, he get a bad rap, but Kyrie is a real one. He's donated to so many charities, and he's serious about what he believes in. So I don't see Kyrie coming back he's bigger than the game of basketball. And now what this does is give the Lakers a for sure championship with Kyrie not being there. So the Lakers get the easy way out. LeBron, you get the easy way out once again, because Kyrie Irving will not be returning, in my opinion. And Andrew Wiggins is a bum. Sorry.
The easy way out. Hey, Kyrie Irving's a real nigga with all them white girls on that boat. But that's a whole nother target. That's a whole nother subject. But listen,
hey, I don't care. I don't care what the man put his dick in. It don't make me come.
Hey, I hope not. But you use the Black Lives Matter and you use all this other shit to compare him to a real nigga. And that matters. And that matters when you talk about a real nigga. It matters.
White bitches. Didn't Dr. King cheat on his wife and fuck white bitches?
Hey, when they was talking about Black Power, no, not when they was talking Black Power. You equate Black Lives Matter with Kyrie right now? So I'm talking about the Kyrie now. Anyway, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of hey, call it what you want. Oh, of course, no. Listen to me. I'm from LA. That's me all day, tatted on my arm, LA bread. Of course, I'm an LA fan, but I'm a Russ guy first. So I follow Russ wherever he was going. So when Russ came to LA, I feel good because I'm a Russell Wilson fan and a Russell Westbrook fan. And Russ, I trust. So I ain't got no issues. I ain't got no issues in life. See, easy route or not. You see how he wanted to give us an easy championship, but can't give Tom Brady a hard one. But he want to give us easy ones. We taking the easy way out.
Easy way out. And if you think Russ is the answer, I'm sorry.
He's not. Hey, we'll see. I know Kyrie ain't. Way
better than Russell. And he got a chip.
Hey, call it what you want.
Nobody got that killer instinct.
No one wants to pad their stats like Russell Westbrook. That's all he cares about is stats. He tries.
It's so easy.
He don't care about
so
winning.
Easy. So nobody else wants to do that. No, nobody else wants to be a surefire Hall of Famer. Nobody else wants to go to the Hall of Fame.
One stick because he's selfish. All he care about is self.
But we're talking about Kyrie.
He bought up Russ.
Hey, man,
my whole thing is
who's this team? Who's your team?
The Lakers. It used to be.
Who's your team now?
I don't fuck with LeBron. I don't have a team. I just like players right now.
Until
when LeBron retire, I'll go back to my Lakers. But I don't fuck with LeBron.
Oh God, man, you killing me.
I don't fuck with LeBron. I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, the best New York team is the New York Knicks because they got D Rose. You know, I always got some boy out there. I always got some my boy out there. So, anyways, I'm done with that. I get off of that. Chicago taking it all the way anyway. But anyways, getting back to this. Y'all heard me. Chicago Bulls. We're gonna do something this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do
The
something.
division?
We're gonna watch. About to make some noise.
You
About to make
funny,
some
bro.
noise, baby.
So what's your thoughts on
But
Kyrie,
I'm really
man?
pulling for New York though, because I need my boy D Rose to get something. So, anyways, going back to this Kyrie thing, I think like at the end of the day, if a woman has the right to get rid of whether they feel is a baby or not, and that is her choice, why can't Kyrie make the choice not to be vaccinated and still play the game of basketball? Because it is his body, it is his choice. You are making it a mandate. You know what other things were mandates? When the Jewish community had to get them tattoos on their arms before they got sent to the fire. Oh yeah. That was a mandate. There's other mandates that's been in place in history that it sounds kind of like how we doing with this vaccination, but it just goes over our head. Oh, it's just a shot, y'all. It's just a shot, man. Just get the shot, get it over with. Well, what if I choose not to get the shot? Why can't Kyrie make that choice? Why can't they respect that choice?
He can as a private citizen. He can as a private citizen. He definitely can.
In the corporate world, when you're part of a corporation, you have to make a decision.
Right.
Vaccines or no vaccines. And if you're not going to stay in a bubble and play every season in a bubble, then you have to go with vaccines. So as an
no bubble, no bubble championship. Nobody want no bubble.
So does that? So it's just because a corporation came up with it doesn't mean that it's right. Just because, how do you know that corporation is not pushing an agenda?
I don't know.
How do you know that corporation is not pushing an agenda?
Not vaccinated, then you choose not to be employed by a vaccinated only company like the NBA. So if you choose not to play, and
isn't that a form of discrimination? No,
it's
against who?
No.
Everybody got to do it.
So discrimination is a little different. So you saying, hey, black person, you can't drink this water because you're black. Hey, you can't play in the NBA because you're not vaccinated. Why does my health of my body, right? This is still my body, right? My body.
They test for.
So my body doesn't matter. That's called discrimination.
Not for $1 million. Not for $1 million plus.
So when it's money, then everything gets thrown out.
Yes, but when everybody has to do it, it's not discrimination. It's only discrimination for making a certain group do it.
You're saying, hey, you can't eat here because you're not vaccinated. Hey,
no, nobody's saying that.
X, Y, and Z because you're not vaccinated. Hey, you can't play the game. I don't know how many years Kyrie been in the league, but hey, you can't play the league anymore because you're not vaccinated. Matter of fact, it actually doesn't make any sense. It goes, you can play away games, but you can't play home games. Oh, why can't you play away? Why can't you play away games? Because you can play in San Antonio because they ain't all about the whole mask thing and everything like that. Oh, got it. So certain places don't mandate it, so you can play in away games, but you can't play in home game.
So, Kyrie, why don't you
just play in the away games?
You're making it way too complicated. We all know why.
It's way too complicated. How's it way too complicated?
It's the same way they did it with Cam Newton.
The man doesn't want to get vaccinated, and you're punishing him for not being vaccinated.
It's the same way with Cam Newton. If you're not going to be vaccinated, they can't guarantee they could depend on you for the whole season. They just can't. It's a liability. They just can't do it. If they could do it, they wouldn't care. They can't guarantee that this man's going to be here when we need him. That's it. That's very simple. But go ahead.
It's the same thing. I mean, he can have. I ain't gonna say that. About the man. Somebody. I'm not saying him. Anybody. I mean, he can get sick and he's out for what, a couple games, couple weeks. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Don't players already sit out a couple weeks anyway? Doesn't LeBron already sit out? Doesn't he just sit out just to
Hold
sit
on,
out?
hold on,
No?
real
Oh,
quick,
okay.
real quick.
That's a little
Real quick,
different though.
you know when you sign these contracts in these pro sports, you have clauses for a lot of things: motorcycle riding, skydiving, a whole bunch of things you can't do that you could do as a private citizen if you just quit, because you are a part of the organization, you are a part of it, and you matter. I'm sorry,
So you're a
Kyrie.
slave to the
Kyrie
organization.
lives matter. Kyrie live matter. On the
So if it
Kyrie
matters,
live
if
matter.
Kyrie's like, so what if Kyrie gets the vaccine and then he gets sick and he dies from it? So does Kyrie life really
Here
did
we
matter?
go. Here
No,
we go.
no.
Here we go. The extremes. We're going to the extreme.
Are they really extremes? How are they
Yes, they're
extremes? I
extreme.
know people that got the vaccine and got real sick and they hospitalized. So how is it a real extreme?
Hey,
Where
it's extreme.
it's been in,
If it's extreme on the percentage, everybody knows
oh, got
extreme
it. Okay,
is a percentage.
percentage. So we're going
If it's
percentage
1%,
wise.
if it's 1%, and you're bringing it to the conversation, you're being extreme.
Okay,
If it's 2%,
1%. So
you're being
1% of lives don't
extreme.
matter. It's all about
No,
the majority.
you're
Then.
being extreme, because people die from seatbelts too when they have them on, but they ain't taking them off. People
So
still die though.
1% doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying?
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to be tough
Okay.
with you, because
So
you were 12. You with me with the 12. I'm sorry to be tough with you, but no, it doesn't.
1% doesn't
No,
matter.
1% don't matter.
Okay,
1%,
got it.
0,
All
it
right,
don't matter. When the
got it.
other 98%,
So the
it's feeling
vaccine only
comfortable.
the vaccine only
All right.
helps you out 1%, right?
What are you talking
Okay.
about 1%?
All
What do you
right.
mean 1%?
All right.
What do you
All
mean
right.
1%?
It only gives you a better survivor rate of 1%, right? Because with the vaccine, you can still
No,
get
that's not
COVID.
true.
So
Not true at all.
is that
Survival
wrong?
rate?
And so
My
if
my
Kyrie,
man just said that is 98%. 98% of people who get contracted, it's a 98% survival rate. So if it's a 98% survival rate, why the hell would it be 1%
if
survival
Kyrie
rate
gets the
according to you?
vaccine, if Kyrie gets the vaccine and he still gets sick, what was the point of him getting the vaccine?
If the regular person gets COVID and he has a 98% chance of surviving, then if he gets the vaccine, then what does that vaccine do with that other 2%? Does it cut it to 1% now?
It's not going to
Because
be 0%.
there's only 2% chance that you die from it. So if you get vaccinated, does that cut that 2% to 1%?
Let's fight for Kyrie's 1%. Let's fight for his 1%. Let's give up this season for his 1%.
It sounds like you got trapped up and can't get out of that. 1% doesn't matter, but the vaccine only gives you like a 1% advantage. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense that he's making a big deal out of this when it means nothing. It don't mean nothing. 1%, you arguing over 1%. You sitting there arguing over 1%. I'm not arguing over that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If nobody sticks, wasn't the Jews at one point like there's just Jews.
Stop doing that, because with that you have a problem. Because when you talk about the Jews or you talk about black people, you're not being honest, right? Because honesty is everybody in the NBA has to take it, not just the Jewish basketball players or the black ones or the white ones. Everybody. It's not discrimination.
But when you don't,
it's not discrimination. Stop bringing.
Time to talk about the culture, man. Y'all niggas is going crazy, talking about Jews and history. Y'all going through all type of subjects to prove a point. I still think that he's being real boneheaded, and we'll see how it play out, man. But Big Daddy Kane, man, versus KRS-One. This is the next Verzuz. How do y'all feel about this Verzuz? And how y'all feel about the Verzuz platform itself and all the things that it's been doing?
I mean, the Verzuz has been incredible for pushing out the content it has during the pandemic, when there was no shows going on, no performances, everybody was stagnant, not knowing what the fuck to do. So they gave us some entertainment with the music. So the platform has been dope. Now, as far as KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane, what is this, a 50 and older Verzuz? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't even know who the fuck Big Daddy Kane or KRS-One is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this generation, they already ignorant and dumb. Like, who is really going to be watching this like that? I think it's going to be pretty dope. I mean, I can't cap and act like I'm a big fan of both. They were before my time. You know what I'm saying? I listened to them briefly. But, I mean, shit, I guess it's going to be a certain crowd that do enjoy it.
I like it.
I like Big Daddy Kane myself. Karras went cool, but I like Big Daddy Kane, but he gotta get some good points. I don't know who the audience gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know who the target audience is because it's not the regular versus audience. The regular versus audience, they ain't tuning in because they really don't know. But I could see if they added some people to them, like to the stage, to help pump them up, to get them involved, to show respect to them, to maybe do some of their songs with them. I could see them doing it that way to bring the new generation in. Because other than that, come on, man. I mean, come on.
That part.
I like it. I like it how it is. I think the audience that you're going to see for it is the old school hip hop heads. So you're going to see the old school hip hop heads. I mean, what's one versus of not catering to the younger generation? Because come on now, at the end of the day, I mean, what was it? The Dipset one was Dipset got ran over. Just got ran over. They had hits, but that stage performance, and that's what they're gonna bring, and that's what I'm gonna want to see. I want to see the stage performance. That's what the Lots brought and killed Dipset. It was just the stage performance. KRS One. At the end of the day, he is a performer. Big Daddy Kane is a performer. So you're gonna see a performance. Now, as far as the younger audience, yeah, maybe they don't know, but maybe they do know. I mean, I'm 33, and I know. I mean, so
one person, bro.
He said maybe they know.
Versus on Instagram Live, right?
Yeah.
Who the
maybe
fuck
they know
is gonna
maybe
know
it might not be on Instagram Live, and Instagram shut down yesterday.
Instagram Live? Come on, man.
Maybe if the hacker don't touch Instagram again.
Triller.
No.
They ain't gonna know how to get on Triller, man.
Oh God.
So I mean, it's great for the culture, man. The thoughts, because you're just doing it for content.
Man, you losing.
I mean, just doing it for the culture. I feel it, but I don't know. Maybe they're trying to capture a different audience. They did the Isley Brothers versus who was it that they were versus? I don't even remember.
But that's actually a market for that, though.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't fuck with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain crowd that did all that old school funk. That has a huge fan base. A bunch of old motherfuckers will definitely try to tune into that. But everybody didn't fuck with hip hop like that.
All right, man. So let's.
I mean, dude, does anybody know how KRS One look right now? Anybody seen him lately?
I ain't seen him.
That probably ain't lately. That probably ain't lately right there.
No,
because the internet is mad. The internet mean, man. You know what I'm saying? He get up there, you know what I'm saying, sweating and huffing and puffing.
And I watch his lectures though. He's very knowledgeable, man.
No, he is.
I fuck with Kyrie, not necessarily his music, but I definitely learned.
KRS One is a better performance than what Dipset would be.
So let's get to this nigga Trump, man.
Than what Dipset will be.
Of the Forbes list for one of America's wealthiest. His net worth is down to I think 2.5 billion. He's no longer one of the top wealthiest people in America, and his net worth is dropping. Should he have not ran for president and just kept getting his money? Did he fuck up his brand? Like, what did he do to himself? How y'all feel about Trump losing bread left and right? And I don't see nobody getting in bed with this guy and doing no deals with him anytime soon. What's the future hold for Trump?
It's crazy how we can say in this world that you're down to 2.5 billion is a bad thing. The motherfucker still is worth 2.5 billion. Like, come on, like, man, like, okay, damn, Crimea River, he ain't one of the wealthiest. He's a dumb motherfucker. So of course that shit he was gonna get exposed and start losing money. Like, I don't think it had nothing to do with, him running for president. Trump has made some bad deals. He's been wealthy, but he's definitely made some bad decisions. And with the rumors about, him going bankrupt, filing for bankruptcy on a lot of his businesses, and his hotel is trash. I still ain't never been in the motherfucker in Vegas. So, Trump he's still rich as fuck. 2.5 bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's old as fuck. Like, I don't know why it's not gonna matter to him. He's lived his life. He's been rich his whole life. You know, the only thing is maybe his kids get a little bit of piece of the pie. 2.5 bill is 2.5 bill. But fuck Trump.
I ain't gonna front on you. I can't. I've never been the kind of dude to talk about a man who got more money than me for his money. You dig? I ain't that kind of dude. I can talk about him as the person, and I kick his old ass. I can talk about that. But when it comes to that money, that dude's so old right now that there's nothing that he cannot do because he lost that money. He's going to die being able to do everything he wants to do with the amount of money he has and still be able to pass it on. If it was enough money where we like, damn, Trump lost the tower. Trump got to move. That's something to laugh about. But that money that he lost, that man's not even gonna notice that, to be totally honest with you. And to be real with you, I ain't no Trump supporter. I ain't no Trump fan, but I think that he became president just to say he did it because he's egotistical like that. Just to say I could be president. I think that was worth losing that money to him. Him being in a museum, right? A museum for the rest of his life, getting his own library, rest of his life. I think that meant more to him than honestly, shit, $2 billion. I think he would have gave up $2 billion just to make sure his legacy lives forever. That's what kind of man I think he is.
Oh, my mama.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. He's still getting paid. You know, I got to go work a 9 to 5. This man can do whatever he want to do. So him losing some money like that, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he does what he wants to do when he wants to do it, how he wants to do it. He woke up one day and was like, hey, I'm going to be the president of the United States. And guess what? Hey, he was the president of the United States. And guess what? In a couple years, while we over here tripping that he lost some money, he going to put more money into him running for president again. So he ain't tripping on him losing money. He like, okay, cool. I'm going to re-up and try to go for a second term. You know, so Trump ain't tripping about his money. I ain't tripping about his money. If he want to let me borrow some money, okay, cool. And I got the motorcycles in the back, like, see, it just don't matter. Trump just don't matter.
I feel it, man. So let's get to Biden, man. So he reversed Trump's ban on federal funding for abortion clinics. So now all this mandate that they're available to get the federal funds again. So once again, all he's done is just reverse what Trump's done since he's been in office. How y'all feel about this returning the funds to the abortion clinics?
Damn, what is this? A dick measuring contest? Like, oh, I'm about to reverse everything he do. So basically, before I make my point, basically he's for abortion. He's pro-abortion.
No, so Trump, yeah.
Biden's pro-abortion. Mm-hmm. So all you motherfuckers who getting on Trump for being racist, yes, he's racist. Yes, but he's an open racist. He's not a closet racist. He says what the fuck he says, and he's a racist motherfucker. I could at minimum respect that rather than Biden trying to act like he fuck with us when he really don't. You know what I'm saying? Him being part of the 94 crime bill to lock up niggas in 95, along with his vice president, who was the fucking attorney that was on hand doing that shit with him. Of course, abortions, they want to fucking eliminate minorities. Come on, man. Like, yes, he wants abortions there. He doesn't want us multiplying. We're only 12% of the country as blacks. Mexicans are 18% of the country. He wants the country to remain majority white like it is. So it is a fucking plan and something, an agenda to push forward to keep the white as the majority because they don't want motherfuckers catching up. Fuck Joe Biden, man.
I look at it like this. I noticed the population gap. And I look at all the surveys that look towards the future and tell us where we going as a people, how we just keep decreasing. I'm like, look, man, us being families, us actually getting married ain't got shit to do with no abortion. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Because most families, the reason why a lot of women want to have abortions is because there ain't no daddy there to raise them. A lot of times they get abortions because they ain't with the dude that got them pregnant, right? So if we get together as families and start getting married, like I am myself, you start doing that, then all of a sudden the population starts growing. Most Mexicans married, population keep growing. Asians married, population keep growing. Black people and white people are getting caught because we divorce at the highest rate, blacks and whites. If we start working on work on staying together, we ain't got to worry about this abortion shit at all. But it's a big deal because we don't want to face the actual root of the problem, which is us getting girls pregnant that we don't want to be with, and then they go into that clinic to get rid of them. Like, that's the problem. Like, the rather taking money or giving money back, man, I don't care about that. Like, I want to see us stick together and have them 4 or 5 kids like we used to do and start catching back up. Because, man, we are losing the population game. It's worse than people want to admit. They don't want to admit it. We are getting outnumbered out here. Outnumbered.
So it's going back to my other point. So it's cool to I'm not saying nobody on the panel saying it's cool. So it's cool for somebody to make the choice to kill a fetus or whatever, infant, whatever you want to call it. You kill the baby before the baby is born. That's cool. You got the choice to do that, but you don't got a choice to be not to be vaccinated. You see how this is? Okay, keep going, y'all. I call it all the time. Y'all know what I call him on here. Smoking Joe, man. Smoking Joe. He gave us a whole bunch of smoke screens telling everybody, oh, I'm for the black community. And then he say something stupid like, oh, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, or something along that sort. And we voted for the dude well, not all of us, but some of us voted for the dude to get Trump out, and we got him out. And I still ask the question today. And that question is to everybody that decided to vote for my boy, Smoking Joe. Everybody that voted for Joe. What has he done for you? Why aren't we putting the same energy in Joe Biden that we put it in Trump? So let's reverse the names right quick. Let's put Trump where Joe is, and so it says Trump reverses Biden's ban on federal funds of abortion. This whole thing, it will be going crazy. Oh, look at what Trump is doing. He's pro-abortion, blah, 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 blah. We don't have that same energy when it comes to Joe Biden.
But you know why?
I'm saying is I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. If we put the same energy that we put into Trump, that we put that same energy that we put into Trump into Biden, it may be a different story. But Biden just flows down the river. Hey, man, anybody's better than Trump, and all he's doing is reversing things and letting it be cool. Put the same energy in.
You do realize that Republicans and Democrats are both different, and they fight on 2 different sides. So anything, it doesn't matter if it was Biden. You can put another Republican's name right there, another Democrat's name right there. They were going to do the same thing. No matter who the president was going to be, if he was going to be Democratic, if he was going to be a Democratic president, he was going to reverse a whole bunch of Republican things. The same thing that Trump did when he got office, reversed a whole bunch of Democratic things that Obama did. He did the same thing. Now, I'm gonna call you out in your hypocrisy, because your man Trump did the same thing to Obama, but now that Biden doing it to him, now you want to be mad about it. Now you want to be mad when Biden doing it to Trump, the same thing that Trump did to Obama. I ain't doing shit. I'm not sticking up for that man. That man tried to reverse everything. He tried to reverse everything Obama did. But now it's poor.
First you got it all wrong. You said my man Trump. I didn't say my man's Trump. I just said, and I repeat again, I said if we put the same energy that we put into Trump and all the stuff that he was doing wrong, if we put that same energy into Biden, whether he's reversing stuff, whether he's taking people out of Afghanistan or and whatever he's doing, whether he's not giving stimulus, doing stimulus, whatever it is, if we put the same energy that we put into Trump, we need to, that's all I'm saying. We need to put that same energy and that same fire under him as well.
Trump did some stupid
shit. He
That
did
would
some
not
stupid
happen.
shit.
That would not happen. Black people are mostly in line with Democrats.
Okay.
Trump is a Republican. We're never going to go harder on Joe Biden than we do on Trump. It's not about Biden. We're never going to go harder on Kamala Harris or any Democrat than we do on Republicans, and they're not
So
either.
when they
Republicans are
doing
not going to do that either.
doing bad,
No,
when they
hold
doing
on.
bad, it's okay.
Hold on. Republicans aren't going to do what you're asking us to do. So why the hell are we going to do what you're asking us to do? Sometimes we got to play the game like it's given to us. We always want to be the most righteous. We always want to do things first. Why can't you just play the game like it's supposed to be played and get ahead with it? Why do black people always got to stand up and be like, yo, man, to keep it real, why don't we? Nah, because they don't do it. They didn't do it. I'm not doing it either. They didn't do it. I'm not doing it either. Forget that bullshit. I'm not falling to that trap. I'm not falling to that righteous trap that they never seem to fall in. They never seem to fall in this righteous trap that we always want to push ourselves into. I ain't pushing into shit. Get from behind me.
Well, right,
You ain't pushing me into nothing.
I'm just saying put in the same energy. We
never
all
gonna
put
happen.
in the energy, and we all put in the energy. If Trump was in office right now, we'll put some
Yes.
energy into.
We
And
would.
we were people were going crazy because he wasn't
Because
wearing.
we're Democrats. What do you expect Democrats to do? That's what they do.
So
Democrats
you
go
want
against Republicans. Republicans go against
it's all
Democrats.
that's all I'm saying is I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm coming from a mutual
You keep saying
in the
we.
middle.
You keep
going,
saying we.
hey, if they doing wrong, call them out on it. If they doing right,
I pass. Hey, I pass
if
for the
they
next
ain't,
4 years. I
call 'em
pass. Hey, all the Democrats listening who are black, I pass with you. I pass with you. They did it to us for 4 years. Try to do it for another 4. It ain't been a year yet. Ain't been a year yet, and we trying to calm it down already. No. You don't get ahead in life by not taking your turn. You get ahead in life by taking your damn turn. It's our turn. Everybody mad about it. Deal with it. I'm trying to shoot to the top.
It's your turn, but if you fuck up on it, it's okay. Just be cool. Be cool. It's all right. It's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It reminds me of that famous Baby Boy scene where he walks in the door and he's like, "Oh, I see you making a little money. Okay, that's cool, but it's rules to this shit, little niggas. It's the difference between guns and butter. You need to stop worrying about the fucking butter and get you some fucking guns. You know what I'm saying? It's already rules to the game. You need to learn the rules to the game and play. Indians come over here, they learn the rules to the game, they get ahead. The Africans come over here, they learn the rules to the game, they get ahead. The Indians come over here, they learn the rules to the game, they get ahead. We've been in this country for 500 years. We don't know the rules to the game. Still, we've been here.
We want to keep it real. We want to keep it real all the time. Fuck keeping it real. Man, give me a meal. Fuck keeping it real. Give me a meal. I'm trying to be a millionaire. No bullshit. I'm trying to be a millionaire. I'm on my way. I'm not getting there by stopping at every goddamn crime scene and blaming black people for that. Hey man, if black people wasn't killing black people, then you know that man, bullshit. Black people gonna kill black people because crime happens in poor communities. Okay, I'm trying to get us out of the communities so that way we go to a place where there ain't so much damn crime. I'm not gonna keep stopping right here. I'm not gonna keep stopping right here. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to be an example for y'all to see how to get the hell up out of there. Because the next poor people that move into where we moving out of, they're gonna be doing the same damn thing. Because that's what happens when people don't have money and resources. It's not a black thing or white thing. That's what happens when you don't have the resources. We gotta play the. We're on a whole nother situation. I just want to see us do better and stop complaining so much. Personally. What the hell y'all doing? Pausing? Is he froze?
I think he's froze.
He froze.
I think both of them are froze.
No, he ain't froze.
No, Johnny ain't froze.
He froze. Hey, is he at the studio?
Yeah.
How you gonna be at the studio and froze?
Right.
I know Murdoch can't be talking. Get him from unfroze.
I think Ronnie froze too. Yeah. They both froze.
That's because they don't rock with the Seahawks. We got that different kind of internet.
To say that. It's a Seahawk. It's a Seahawk.
We got that Seahawk internet. We got that Seahawk connection.
Yes.
It stays on for 12 hours. Stays on for 12 hours, not 10.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
This is what happens when you give too much respect to Tom Brady. You know.
Hey, look. He ain't frozen. I don't know if he can hear us, but he on his phone. I see him twiddling his fingers. He probably looking up some Brady stats.
Let's talk. Let's talk to him. So, how do you really feel about Tom Brady, Ronnie? Are you a Tom Brady fan?
You're looking at some Brady stats like, man, I know he won more MVPs than Peyton Manning. I know he did. No, he didn't. I know he was on more all-pro teams than Peyton Manning. No, he wasn't. I know he was on more Pro Bowls at least. No, he wasn't. Damn, you let a dude out Pro Bowl you, out All-Pro you, and out MVP you, but then you gonna turn around and say you better than him? Damn, that's crazy.
Don't forget, Peyton Manning also does commercials.
Really good at it.
Yo, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Ronnie.
Yeah. Hey, that's because truth has taken over the show.
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Now we can have that debate anytime. I'm all for it, fellas. But we got to wrap it up tonight. So you feel me? I want to shout out to y'all for coming on the show and making this a great show. Shout out to everybody that's watching us from the jump. Y'all go ahead and like and subscribe to PolitiKan Broadcasting on YouTube. Listen to PolitiKan Radio on most podcast platforms. Spotify, different Google Podcasts, Apple, all those podcast platforms. Check us out every week. PolitiKan the podcast, y'all. We out.
All right. Thank you for having me. Boom.
Yes, sir.
You got booted off too?